Hi, I'm Pastor Nathan, and I'm going to be talking about facilitating your group. Now that your group is established and you're ready to go forward with it, a couple of things in facilitating. First off, hopefully by now you've already picked your curriculum, so the whole group knows what you're doing. If it's a new group that you're starting and you're doing sermon-based, you should have that curriculum ahead of time. But the biggest thing with facilitating a group is make sure that you do your prep time. Be familiar with the materials that you're using. If it's sermon-based, or if it's curriculum that you're showing a video, or if there's a discussion guide that goes along with it, just make sure you take enough time to prep on this so that you know the material yourself, that you're familiar with where it's going and what the person is talking about. Because it keeps the group flowing. You're not teaching a group. There's a whole difference between teaching and facilitating. All you're doing is facilitating the group, which means you're just leading the discussion that's already been prepared for you. Learn how to ask good questions. In the sermon-based material, we put together the questions for the group. It has a crowd breaker or an icebreaker in there that people do at the beginning. Just get familiar with that. When it comes to the icebreaker, not everybody has to participate. Watch your time. They really should take about 10 minutes total for everybody. So it's just a kind of to get people to talking. And then when you look at the questions, think about follow-up questions, or listen to your group as they're talking, and take some notes just while you're sitting there with who and what the people are sharing. Because do a follow-up question. You don't have to follow the questions exactly off of the discussion guide. You can ask follow-up questions based on how the people are responding to the curriculum. Another thing is start and end on time. Connect groups are basically 90 minutes. That's start to finish, and that's prayer. You guys are walking out of the house, or they're walking out of the house at the end. Don't go past the 90-minute time. If people want to stay and hang out and you're okay, hey, throw a slumber party. But a lot of people have a job the next day and they want to go home. So 90 minutes is the max that we want people to be engaged to where they have to be there in partaking in or participating in the group. So watch your time, that it starts and ends on time. Which kind of goes back to the questions. We put in way more questions than people need to go through the 90-minute time in their group. You don't have to ask all the questions. You don't have to get through them all. Watch your time, realize how much time you're going to have at the end to pray, and just realize that you're going to have a wrap-up question sometime in there that's going to let you end on the time that you need to end. So you don't have to ask all the questions. The rest of the people in the group probably don't know how many questions you asked or didn't ask. So just flow with it. The real purpose of Connect Group is for people to connect. It's not as much about the curriculum as it is about the relationships that we're building in these Connect Groups. So go through the Connect Groups, go through the questions, but realize that you don't have to ask all the questions on the sheet. And then at the end, just make sure that you have the time that you need to pray with the group and ask for prayer requests, and to be able to put that out. Being involved in Connect Group as long as I have watched God answer so many prayers, especially of new people that have come into the group. And the little time that we spend at the end praying, God honors that and He answers those prayers. And it's really fun to see the lives change of the people that have been going to those groups. So facilitating a group, watch your time, start and end on time. You don't have to answer or ask all of the questions. Make sure that you prep your time and pray at the end.